Holy shit, have you guys heard of the Legend of Hay? Cause I only discovered this a few days ago. It premiered only in China back in September 2019 and didn't receive any marketing or release anywhere else in the world. Upon watching this film, the back of my head fucking exploded. This movie is simply wonderful. It's intense, hilarious, charming, heartfelt, heart-wrenching, dramatic, action-packed. It's everything you could possibly want out of an animated movie. It's like if Disney decided to be Disney again, except it's better and made in the country that Disney's biggest box office numbers come from. Suck it, Disney! This was originally a web flash series of the same name, and this movie is a spin-off story of that series. And from what I've seen of the series, it doesn't seem to have much to do with the movie story-wise. And honestly, as impressive, dynamic, and humorous as the animation is, this web series unfortunately doesn't engage me as much as the movie does. Because this movie stands on its own with great storytelling, astonishing cinematic animation, and sharp comedic timing. So let's talk about it. Oh, and right, I will be getting into some discussion about the themes, but I won't be spoiling any big plot points. Mainly because the biggest spoilers in this movie come near the end of the second act and rest of the third act. Either way, I highly recommend you watch the movie right fucking now. It's on YouTube, link in the description. Fucking watch it. The Legend of Hay tells the story of a world where shape-shifting monsters, or elfin as they're called in Chinese, and regular-ass humans struggle to coexist. The young Lu Xiaohei, who can turn into a cat, a giant beast cat, and a 6-year-old, is caught in the middle of this brewing divide of races. He is treated with kindness and hospitality by a fellow monster named Feng Ji, who vows to protect Hay from the wrath of the humans. However, when a magical human mercenary is sent to catch and apprehend Feng Ji, Hay learns that there is more than one side to this human versus monsters narrative. What follows is a dazzling adventure across land and sea, and the rest you'll have to watch for yourself. This movie was directed by Zhang Ping, who goes by the pen name MTJJ. Because vowels are for simps. This guy and his team of frustratingly talented artists animated, designed, composited, and rendered this film all on Flash, Photoshop, and After Effects. Because the only limit is your imagination. The 2D line work is so controlled, clear, and precise that you can easily mistake it for 3D at times. Which, yes, the film does utilize 3D elements, but mainly for incidental background stuff. The layouts and lighting are a feast for the eyes. The crisp and flowing movements are so mesmerizing to watch that they glue you to the screen. And like I said before, the comedic timing in this animation is really effective.
你们是偷渡的？
不，我迷路了。
迷路会迷一个省？
我跟你解释一下。
我不会被骗的。喂，快报警！
我是偷渡的，请问这是哪个省？
弗兰省。
可以手机支付。
这块玉佩乃是我随身之物，抵这顿饭绰绰有余。
Oh, and did I mention that the fight choreography is a thing of fucking beauty? This film has some of the most visually stimulating and expertly animated action set pieces I've seen in quite some time.
再不出来，我把你的店拆了。
In fact, there's a channel called Frame by Frame Animation that does a fantastic breakdown of one of the fight scenes. What may look like chaotic and random drawings carefully follow all the principles of animation, such as arcs, anticipation, exaggeration, and follow-through and overlapping action, which offsets every movement they make beautifully. Link to their channel in the description as well. What really impresses me about this movie is how good the storytelling and pacing is. It slowly transitions from scene to scene with miraculous patience and a steady progression of events. With the way the story starts out, viewers will infer rather quickly that this film has rather obvious themes of humans being their shitty selves and monsters being the victims of oppression. And while those themes are present, they aren't very ham-fisted because the film quickly turns them on their head when we learn that both monsters and humans are similar in terms of the gray area their morals fall into.
人类本来就很可恶啊！
人和妖一样，很难定义好坏。好坏在不同人的眼里也不是绝对的。现在人与妖的关系达到了微妙的平衡，所以我们更要好好的维护。
The character interaction is a healthy mix of spoken word and body language, and because of that, the movie never unnecessarily exposits information. It slowly unravels the different ideals of these characters and rules of this universe through natural conversation. And it relays its themes and messages without any reliance on anger-inducing cliches, such as the misunderstanding, bully characters, the liar revealed, all that bullshit. And not having these really helps the movie's entertainment value. This is the kind of family entertainment that respects the intelligence of both the young and older viewers. And given the children's content that's been coming out on Disney Plus, yeah, it makes you look bad, Disney. Step your pussy up. Unfortunately, I couldn't find much behind the scenes footage for the making of this movie, or at least no footage that I could download without injecting several viruses into my computer. But honestly, there's really nothing else I can say here. This is one of those properties that demands to be seen. It's a gorgeous visual tour de force that will hopefully have you exhilarated by the final act. Cause it's good.
How about that?
Beatles